And here we go. Here's the rest of the map. So as you can see, we have points that we can go and explore with scouts, and these points can have extra people, they can have resources, steam cores, we can set up eventually like smaller outposts and stuff. So they're very important. So we are going to go ahead and do that straight away. So to do that, I need 5 citizens. So let's go ahead. There's 3 and there's 5. So let's go and check out the Lost Expedition. And that's it. We just send them out. We just send them out, and we get a message then when they're somewhere important. More wood has run out, so we'll go ahead and start getting this steel in. I want to try to get as many of these resources in as possible before the temperature drops, because as you can see, these people don't exactly have much insulation when working just out in the snow. So when the temperature drops too much, I will be pulling them in. I'd rather have unemployed than sick. People cheers. A giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everybody feels proud of the work that they've done to make this happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go missing. Eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostlands. The woman that came forward earlier is among them. Fair play to her. She's gone out and is trying to find her friends. Or her daughter? Friend? Daughter? I think it was her daughter. Generator hums with warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. The generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of cold reserves. No food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a place to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. People from our convoy. With basic resources now secure, we can try and rescue the people behind. Build a beacon. Oh, yeah, we've already done that. So yeah, so we've ran out of coal on that one again. So we'll send more people out there. We have to, our mission at the moment now is to try to find more people. Now, we have a couple of things that we can look into. If I take the likes of the fighting arena, we get more buildings unlocked from it, so we can get a fighting arena. This reduces discontent in general. Our discontent isn't too bad at the moment, so let's see what else we have that might be important. So we can get soup. Eating soup will cause more discontent. Hope will fall slightly, but we do get a new recipe soup, which makes our food a little bit more. It says it there. Get more meals for the same amount of food. And then this is a similar enough situation. It makes them more filling, although not exactly tasty, so people don't want to eat as much. Basically, we'll avoid both of them for now. I won't get child labour in all jobs. I don't need that. Radical life, radical treatment. Gravely will be treated in medical post. Hope rises. 30% of people will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. More sustained life. People will keep treated. People will be kept alive. Gravely will take up hospital beds. So I'm gonna just get this in preparation. So what this means is, if someone is gravely ill, we'll chop off their limbs, basically. And the alternative is we just keep them as is, and they're pretty much in a care house for the rest of the days. They take up a slot, they can't go back to work. Whereas if we chop off their limbs, we can eventually make them prosthetics, and that's a bit better. So we have the sawmill, and the last thing that I'm going to search, or not the last thing, the next thing I'm going to search is the temperature. Is the steam here, because as you can see, temperature is due to drop, and I'm gonna want to still be able to mine, still gather wood. So let's see. It's coal. Where's the iron? Oh, there it is. There. Okay. So what I'm going to do is set up a sawmill. So this sawmill will be able to still gather a bit of wood while giving people some bit of warmth, and we can put a heating thing beside it as well to keep it a little bit warmer. So even when the temperature drops a little bit here, which it's going to, and it's going to be too cold for people to go out safely, I'll at least they'll be able to get a little bit of wood in. The next thing I'll probably look at doing is either the coal or the iron then, for the same reason. Steel we're doing kind of okay on at the moment. Coal we have plenty of for the time being. We have almost 2 days worth of coal, so but we will need to obviously take that into account because we are dropping. In fact, what I'll do just for the last couple of minutes is gather just a little bit more coal while I can, like so. Just get that up just a little bit more before the temperature drops and I start calling people in. In fact, I can even take the child out of there and put her in there too. So here we go. We've just been told that our scouts have reached the expedition and they have found survivors. So, happy reunion. We entered the camp appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We've been wandering for days and we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. We've discovered 2 extra sites that are now going to be on the map, and we have the option of either escorting them to the city or sending them to the city. We'll escort them. So how many people was there in total? 22, 31, 35. Okay. So we're going to need an extra 4 houses for when they get here, and our range over here isn't going to reach them on the second row, so that's something we're going to want to consider as well. They're only 5 hours away and the temperature is going to drop. So first things first, I'm going to get some houses down in preparation. And we are going to want to consider that. Another thing I do want as well is another food place. Have another sick person, but it's fine, they're being treated. As we can see here, so if we look at the likes of this is chilly with a low risk of insulation. This is livable because the building itself has insulation. Now it's still going to get cold during the temperature drop, but it won't be as cold as working directly outside. Our scouts have returned. Look at all these lovely people. Don't worry, we got heating and we got some food for you. And a sick person. Reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunite after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. Okay, so immediately we get our scout back out. Let's have a look in this shelter and see what's going on. And now that we have more people, we'll get 10 adults immediately working in there on the extended shifts. We'll get a couple more in the food because we are going to be needing more food. And since we have a couple more kids as well, we can get some more food being made there. Search for others. Our people have found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people to help them secure their survival. So there we go. Everybody is now housed. As we can see, the temperature has just dropped. And if you can see here now, these are all very cold. So these are a high likelihood of falling ill, and we don't want that. Even this is a moderate risk. So how far away are we from? Okay, so what I'll do for now, I'm going to turn off that so the kids don't get sick. And we're going to do a little bit of a risky thing. We could afford it for a while and have people get sick, but I don't really like doing that. So everybody from out here? Yes. Oh, no, here. So we do have a couple more engineers. We have an extra 9 that are unemployed. So we'll immediately drop down another 2 workshops. And currently at 20, so that turns into 40. So we're going to need 40, 80. Okay, so we're going to need an extra hunter's hut as well. Annoyingly, that's blocking that. Don't put it there because we can put other stuff there. Okay, that'll be fine. Don't know what that's blocking. What is that? Oh, that's an outpost thing. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind blocking one of them. We have plenty of them around, I think. Yeah, there's another one there. Is the same one? Well, that's a wall drill for wood. That's the outpost one. Okay, I changed my mind. We definitely do not want that blocked. So, put them there. Oops. Okay. So immediately we've got more staff in our food. We have steam hubs, and to be honest, I should have got. I meant to, okay, so I actually meant to get heaters, not steam hubs first, because I can turn. Oh no, this one doesn't actually have it here. That would explain why I did it that way. Okay, cool. So if we put a steam hub down, you can see it has a range similar to the core. So this will provide heating in a certain area. I could have built this a little bit more efficiently, but I didn't, so tough. So any building around this now will have an extra heating area. I could have built this a bit closer and stuff, but I'm going to get... actually, yeah, that's what I will do. I'm going to move my cook house out there so it's under the same steam hub. Double rations for kid. In the wake of recent child worker accidents, the parents argue that we could be giving children double rations to make them stronger and help them prevent injuries. Working children eat double rations, hope will rise, or nothing will change. Once again, I'm feeling generous. We should be looking after the kids. Please, sir, give the workers extra rations. So I just got an achievement there because it's the first time I played on Steam. Quite nice. Right, so we do have quite a few people, so I think at this point we will, and I think our discontent is a little bit high. It's not too bad. Okay, let's see. See, the thing is, I'll have to build that if I get it. So, at this point... Yeah, you know what? I will. I'll get the fighting arena. So the fighting arena is another building. As you can see, it lowers discontent in a certain area. So we'll just stick it back. Where am I going to want this? Once again, just trying to maximize space usage. But yeah, we'll put it right there. Attach it up with a road. And I didn't realize it was paused, but we'll unpause. Okay, so we now have extra engineers, so extra research will be coming in. And the fighting arena has been finished, so hope has risen. And discontent will now slowly drop as well in the evening. I believe is how it works. Okay, so... the last thing I'm going to do on the tier 1 before going down a tier is steelworks, because I do want more steel. So we will go ahead and get that started. Our coal is slowly running out, but we should be okay. And the other thing I want to do actually is actually, if I get another hub in there, I think that'll work better, will it? It's under tech, is it not? Oh, I'm out of steel. Okay. That's unfortunate. So the nice thing as well, what the game will do is if a building like this one here, for example, isn't being used, it'll automatically not use any fuel. Two cores themselves will though, and you can eventually, oh here it is here, you can turn it off. So I'll do it like that, because both of these, I'll do it like that. So that will turn itself off then, outside of those times, outside of 6 to 8. So we did just unlock the steel works as well, so we are going to want that down. Is that not in range of... You've got to be kidding me. Oh well. So we're going to get steel works down because we are out of steel. There is still some steel around, and I suppose for the time being I will actually send someone out to get a bit more steel. And I might even need to do it with coal, but we'll see. Let's take a quick look at our tab for food. So that's 60 food a day, so that's 120 food a day that we're making, and we have 115 people. So it's tight, but it is working. So as you can see here, this is turned off now because of the cookhouse being turned off. So it's using a little bit less fuel. Now we are running into a slight problem where we are getting people sick. This has actually worked out perfectly. So we have some extra wood rations and a steam core on our latest expedition. So normally I would send my guys around once or twice more, but we are kind of in a bit of a predicament where I have left myself a little bit short on wood, so I will send him back for some more wood. We could go ahead and make this 24 hours. It can cause problems. Mainly it makes people unhappy, but people can also get injured and stuff as well, which is not ideal. So we're going to go ahead and get down. Is that my medical post? It is. I'm going to put another medical outpost down because you can see our sick is going up. We don't have enough beds for them all. And the next thing, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna get a wall drill. The wall drill produces a constant supply of wood, and it is, just noticed our coal there. It's quite handy to have. I should have got the coal one first, but oh well. It does use a steam core. We have one, and he's delivering another one, so we can afford a steam core to put it into the material there. So where will we go next? We'll go out to Gloomy Cave. There's a fly on my screen. Go to Gloomy Cave, see what's in the cave, and go from there. So we are going to completely fill up on wood, which is a bit unfortunate. So we'll immediately spend another 20 wood on more research, and we might as well throw this down at this point anyway. Night is coming. Put down your tools. We just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope scouts find them during our expedition. They are quite important. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these 24-hour for now, because I do want to get coal quickly. We can get the dueling law. Discontent will be reduced permanently, which is nice, and each spontaneous duel slightly reduces discontent, which is nice, but people do get killed, and I don't want to go the route of a cemetery quite yet. A pub is quite nice though. I'm an Irishman, I like pubs. Let's go ahead and get everyone a pub. Can't really argue with that, can we? And we'll stick it in. Yeah, we'll stick it in beside the engineers. After a long day of work doing science, you're going to want a pint. We've just unlocked more scouts. So I am immediately, once I can find where my staff are. Oh, is everybody literally inside now? Is that all my adults? Sure is. Okay, well, we have enough wood for now. So we'll go ahead and get a second staff group and we'll send him back out to where the other one was. And next we're going to want to get coal mine. Yes, not the coal thumper. And we did cut this quite close with our resources there, but it wasn't the end of the world. And ta-da! We have a pub open. Cannot go wrong with a pub. Oops. I'm going to leave this empty for now. We do have a little bit more wood, and we do still have some people working in here. And we found more survivors, so I guess we will. You can hear the terrified shrieks coming from the cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn around towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Leave the bears alone or attack the bears. Scouts will escort them to the city and our escorts will escort the survivors to our city if they survive. Let's take the risk. Well, that was unfortunate. 40 scouts died from their injuries. So the scouts died, but we did get the people.